That looks like Air Canada.
I'm Fort Mayor Maddie Parker. Welcome to Fort Worth, and thank you for choosing to travel through DFW Internet.
Ever seen the movie Terminal with Tom Hanks? There's actually a thing he does in it to make money because he's stuck at a terminal for a few years. And this is what he does to get McDonald's. He returns these things and he pushes them in here, just like this. And return coin of 25 cents actually comes out. I haven't seen anyone do it, so I don't know exactly how it works. I'm gonna try pushing this in. But I think you have to do a brand new one and it connects right in there. And you can rent them and return them. So rent and return. Actually, it's called a SmarteCarte. It's pretty cool. Let you know they do have the VNC coach under express parking right down there. So if you're up here, you can grab yourself a coach there to get out. These are mostly JetBlue and United baggage claim. So pretty cool. And I did go on my 6.5 mile hike today. There's one of them right there. Ride app 46. It's a yellow airplane that's taking off over that way. I don't know what airline that is. TSA. You go to the terminals are now, they're not built for TSA per se. TSA was like pretty much planted into the airport. So now you're walking and all of a sudden you have to stop and then like turn to get out from TSA. So you have to like walk a little bit and then you got to go outside and you go back in because you run into a TSA trap. So it's just that way. There's security. This is little things they have set up here. Little ride app things. Here's a map of the entire terminal. You get lost or whatever. Hey, ma'am, you have a good one. I'm gonna try it out. She let me. I asked her. She was like, she's getting on a ride share, and I said, well, you know, let me try this out. I just want to see if it works. I'm kind of excited. So we're gonna try it out. See if Tom Hanks was pulling her legs. It says so on the machine though. I looked at it. All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it on the indoor one. That one looks full. The one that I was vlogging earlier. This is like a outdoors. So I'm gonna take it indoor. Let's see. I don't know why. I figured the outdoor ones are used more, so the indoor ones aren't used as much. They're kind of hard to operate. You have to kind of push this brake down like this, or it'll stop. See, whenever you lift it up, it comes to a stop. Oh. So you have to press this thing down for it to go forward, or it brakes. You push it, it's braking, just like that. Check it out. I have like my hand hanging on to that so it actually goes through. Did a little wheelie right there. Go here. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Uh-oh. Sorry. So sorry about that. Oh, so sorry. Sorry about that. So sorry about that. All right, here we go. There's two of them too. I don't know. Let me see here. Seems like you go through here, just like this, and you press it inward. And he was not lying. And I have this little zipper thing right here where I can kind of, if I can find it, there it is, right there. Little zipper thing, right there. Isn't that something? You never know. There goes one right down there. Man, you can spot those quick. All right, so we are now in Arlington. Look at that. It's not exactly time travel. I call it more like wormhole warping. Well, for the show at least, you know. You can't really see. Well, we're near a Hilton Garden Inn. All right, looks like Apple kind of did another software update coming up here. And we're gonna try to bring out the puppet show. There it is. Those words. Searching for words. That's what I'm gonna write a novel about, searching for words. You only have so much time to find that word. Oh, Sam Elliott. He woke up. So, Sam Elliott, you're gonna say something about words? Once you Cole, I just want to say it doesn't really matter what you say. It matters how you say it. You know, I never thought about that. It's a good point, Sam Elliott. I appreciate it. Critter, what do you think? Well, thank you, Critter. I appreciate that. So Sam Elliott feels like it doesn't matter what you say, it matters how you say it. That might be true, Sam Elliott, and that might help me. But you still, if you don't know what you're saying, you're going like, well, like Jimmy Stewart. You know, Jimmy Stewart would be like, that's a pretty good impression, Sam Elliott. So Sam Elliott doing an impression of Jimmy Stewart. It's pretty good. Cole, I really do appreciate that. I'm a big fan of Jimmy Stewart, and like I say, don't really worry about it. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter searching for those words. It just matters how you say it. That's what I feel. Well, thank you, Sam Elliott. I appreciate that. We're gonna head over to Walmart and then head back to see Edmund. This is the Super Walmart here in Arlington, right off Cooper. Looks like they got a shawarma press. It's kind of a Middle Eastern, you know, where you get those sticks with meat on it. Well, anyway, it's from the Middle East. Shawarma is like Middle Eastern food, but that's what they're selling. I guess that makes me want to go in and buy some shawarma. Shawarma. Anyway. There it is. There we go. It's a pretty good one. Well, got my salad, pre-packaged one, pretty good one. And then I think it's like everything avocado. And then, of course, Edmund, got some Edmund cat food stuff and a few bananas. All right, we're headed back to see Edmund. It's been a pretty good day. DFW Horizons. Stopped by Arlington Walmart. Looked like the Middle East or something. And then we're gonna feed Edmund some. I got him some like this special cuts, you know. So it's like he doesn't like the pate, he likes the cuts. So we feed Edmund that, and I don't know if we'll probably watch a movie. I usually find something on YouTube that's pretty interesting, like it's some kind of free movie. And so there was a couple of them I was looking at the other day. The Pet Cemetery vlog worked out for me really well. I was able to analyze that, and then I think there's another one. Oh, The Dresser. Yeah, I got to watch. Man, it was even better than I thought, man. Tom Courtenay and Albert Finney is one of my favorite actors. I've never seen his performance, you know, as an opera singer. He's like, it's like that kind of stuff, you know. And then when he comes out doing his Shakespeare stuff, he's like walking out there, King Lear holding Cordelia. And the whole audience is just like sitting on their, you know, on the edge of their seats, just like in tears, you know. It's like an operatic performance. But what's funny is after he's done out on stage, he comes back to the dressing room and he's like, what is my makeup? He finally dies, you know, towards, you know, the end of the movie. And Tom Courtenay playing the dresser, known as, I believe, like, it's got like one name. It's like anyway, Albert Finney's is called Sir, S-I-R. And he's called something, Norton or something. I don't know. I don't remember his name. But he's got, everything is one name, you know, it's not like a double names. So the actor, Albert Finney's playing in The Dresser, which is a Peter Yates movie, was done in 1983. I believe it was 1983. He is actually called Sir. And then The Dresser has like a one name thing. He's like, it starts with an N. Anyway, we'll figure it out. It's a really good movie. You gotta figure it out. Tom Courtenay, Albert Finney, one of the best ones out. It's called The Dresser. So in the 1983 movie, it's a 1983 movie called The Dresser by Peter Yates. It's directed by Peter Yates. Written by Mr. Hardwood. I like to call him Howard, but it's Harwood or something like that. But anyway, regardless, we'll find out the screenplay writer a little bit later. But The Dresser actually is based on a real experience in the World War II. Is actually based on some real experience of a traveling Shakespeare company that was under fire. They were you know, the places were being bombed out and stuff like that. But Tom Courtenay plays Norman. The character's name is Norman, and Albert Finney plays a character named Sir, which happens to be this older English actor that's a Shakespearean actor that's running a company where he does like King Lear, the Scottish play. He does, I believe they talk about As You Like It. I don't know if they do it. They do The Merchant of Venice, which he plays the Jew. And in the last version that he's playing, or the last play that they present during World War II in England, and the theater almost gets bombed out and stuff, is known as King Lear. It's about a king who goes crazy and can no longer be in power. And Cordelia is this... the daughter, and there's also a character named Reagan and things like that, and all those characters are on stage, and he gets stage fright or something crazy. He goes crazy, even though he's an experienced actor. And Albert Finney, the character Sir, does not come out on stage, and he's in the wings. And Tom Courtenay's character Norman is like, you must go, sir. You must go. It's your call. You have to go, sir. They're waiting on you. Why don't you go? You have to get up and go, my dear. And they're all exemplifying, is what he says, which is improv, you know. And they're out there on the stage, like, kind of making stuff up, and it's like they're doing it in Shakespeare. Oh, I mistook that was the king. Was it the king? I must have mistook, you know. And he's not coming out, and then finally, out of nowhere, you know, a bomb hits the top of the roof of the theater. All this like dust comes down, and finally, King Lear, Albert Finney playing Sir, decides to go, you know, get up you know, his eyes get all, he comes out on stage and he's like looking around like this little baby, you know, he's like his eyes. It's Albert Finney's brilliant. You know, Albert Finney was kind of a cool guy. He liked to sit around, smoke cigars. He was kind of a relaxed guy. Did probably a little bit of drinking and things like that. But Albert Finney, this role is very, very method. It's a Tom Courtenay too, yes sir. It's very, very method. You got to see it. It's a wonderful production. The Dresser, 1983, directed by Peter Yates. We're going to get to the writer later. Right, so the writer of The Dresser, 1983, with Albert Finney and Tom Courtenay, is known as Ronald Harwood. It's a weird name. Ronald Harwood is the screenplay writer. It's directed by Peter Yates. Got to see it. Tom Courtenay, Albert Finney, wonderful production. See it immediately. I highly recommend it. It's one of the best movies. It should be on my top 10. I may put it on my top 10 one day. Right now it's on honorable mention. So anyway. Surprisingly enough, Ronald Harwood was a playwright, and The Dresser was actually first, or initially, a play. So that movie is based on a play, and I'd like to get a copy of that play, because that looks like a good one. Nor have I ever seen it reproduced on stage, and I'm very surprised. I've heard in the grapevine that people have done it, but I did not know that The Dresser, 1983, Tom Courtenay and Albert Finney, directed by Peter Yates, that movie is actually a play. About to see Fort Worth. Critter went to sleep. For the sermon of the day. St. Paul Lutheran Church is kind of cool because it's probably has an ancient history all the way going back to Martin Luther, because he started the Lutheran Church. Martin Luther did. Another fun fact is Marlon Brando actually played Martin Luther. So did Ray Fiennes' brother Joe Fiennes. I was up to play Martin Luther. Instead, I played Christian from Pilgrim's Progress, Apollyon from Pilgrim's Progress, John Bunyan, and I played John Newton. My role was to be Martin Luther. It was a very important role for me, but the director went elsewhere. Here we go, St. Paul Lutheran. Fear God and give him glory. Revelations 14. Revelation's one of the best books in the Bible, besides Genesis. If you read Genesis and Revelations and a little bit of Luke, you should be fine. Here we go. All right. You bet. You get cat food. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. This is all you need. Lights. There we go. I'll show you what I got. Yes. A little bit of spinach. It's organic spinach, so it's the good stuff. We got went ahead and got some of this stuff, which is Thai chili, for a little bit later. There's a Thai chili, and it's kind of hard to unpack. I went with this one. It's everything avocado. So I thought just to add a little additional protein, we'd do everything avocado with some tuna creation Thai chili. And then a cool down bar for later because I do some jogging. Those are actually really good to cool down with. And they've got protein and things like that. And then for Edmund, for Kitty. Kitty. We got him this green one right here. I figured I'd just spurge a little bit and give him some tender turkey entree. Turn it into a cat commercial. All right, Edmund. You're gonna get fed. Here we go. Don't worry, Edmund. She'll come back someday. So in honoring my own movie, Grace, which I plan to send, well, I'm going to mail it. I'm going to mail Grace, my werewolf movie, to Grim Life Collective this October. It's going to mail it to their P.O. box. And I thought about, while I'm at it, I'm going to start working on it probably towards the end of summer, finishing it up. So I've already written the first draft. Then I'll be working on the second draft this summer. We're going to watch something that inspired Grace, an American Werewolf in London. And Grace is kind of written for Gary Oldman. There's a character in it called Gerald Oldmain III, which was written for the actor Gary Oldman. So Gerald Oldman III is written for Gary Oldman. Also, I'm going to give Post Malone a shot at playing John Blacksmith or Ben Foster or the guy that was the medic in Saving Private Ryan. Those are like one of the Italian names. Those are the three people I'm going to call to the casting call on it. And I will play Grace Lippin, and Bradley Cooper will be called for the audition for a movie called Grace, which I wrote, and the character of St. Patty the Great. If he shows up, he shows up. If not, then he'll go to someone else. And we're going to watch this for free. An American Werewolf in London is a 1981 horror. David Kessler and Jack Goodman arrive in northern England for a walking tour. Now, in Grace, part of it takes place in Newcastle in England. One night, a beast attacks them, killing Jack. Weeks later, Jack returns to warn David that a werewolf was their assailant. This is the werewolf Kitty. But you cannot see Kitty. There we go. Cow! Cow! Goodness gracious. This cat does not forgive. Okay. David, that a werewolf was the assailant. So, it's a pretty good one. We're going to go ahead and give it a watch and eat our soup. We got to do that, though. Ads 1 of 1. And I do that right there on the ads. And Kitty's in the whale shark tunnel. What are you doing, Kitty? What are you doing? What are you doing in the whale shark tunnel? Whale shark tunnel, Kitty. Oh, there he is. Look at that kitty. He liked his whale shark tunnel. Waiting for the ad to end. I do have to watch ads until I become a millionaire, and then I'll worry about it. I don't mind the ads, though. I'm really kind of same. Here we go. American Werewolf in London. Oh, I did not know. It's Universal. It's an MCA company. There's a little copyright thing right there. Polygram. I did not know Polygram was about it. This was for Jim O'Rourke. The whole film was. And for copyright, we'll have to lower it back to Kitty. What's going on? You saw me stand.